What's up, everyone? So this is the video for the history of me and jigsaw puzzles. So it pretty much goes back to when I was a little kid and staying with my grandmother. Uh, so like my parents worked full-time jobs, and so from the time I was shortly after born to 4 years old or so, before kindergarten, I stayed with her mostly during the day. And then when I got into school, up till probably sixth grade, when we left Jackson, uh, I oftentimes went to her house after school. So I spent a lot of time there. Uh, uh, Even the origin of my drumming goes back to my grandmother. So I mean, Marcy, JMD, that's my drum. Go check out my YouTube if you'd like. Plug. Anyway, so yeah, even with drums, I'd get out like pots and pans and stuff, and like the sand buckets and stuff that we used in the play in the dirt and stuff. I'd get them all out and lay them out, lay them out into the living room floor with some pencils, and I'd beat on them. I mean, I'd have them laid out like a drum set, like my 3-4 year old version of a drum set, and she would sit in her recliner and just listen, and um, until, as long as I wanted to play, she would just listen. But anyway, to the puzzles, she had like this drawer or something. I think it was a drawer or a closet, full of puzzles, and I'm talking about your like old school wooden puzzles. And she had quite a few of them, and of course like your little cheaper cardboard ones, and it, with the bases and got the, edging all around, and you just put the pieces in the middle, right? 5 pieces, 10 pieces, somewhere in there. And like your, just early kid puzzles, which, like I said, like most kids probably at some point do them, right? But with me, it was just a little bit. I was a little bit more than average, I guess. I just really enjoyed doing them. So I oftentimes I would sit there and myself just tearing them apart, putting them back together, tearing them apart, putting them back together, the same puzzles over and over again. And even my cousins and stuff, when they'd come over, we'd all do it. But anyway. And then, so as I got older, I started getting more into like your jigsaw puzzles, starting out with the smaller ones and stuff like that. I said in the comments that I still had one from when I was a little younger, and I was not joking. I do have it. I don't remember exactly when I made it. I do remember that when we moved out of Jackson to Yazoo County out here in Benton, that the house, which my dad lives in, the room I had, I did have it up on the wall for a long time. But I don't remember whether or not I actually made it there, or if I actually had it in Jackson and brought it with me. I can't remember exactly. So it could be anywhere from like when I was 10 to 13. I'm thinking somewhere in there was when I was putting this one together. Anyway, so yeah, and I do have it. So here it is. Boom, right here. No joke. Little dog laying on like a quilt. I think it's like a 50-piece puzzle. Look at that, cute, huh? So yeah, this one I put together somewhere in that time, and I probably put it together like I don't even know how many times. I know I'd put it together, and I'd either take it back apart and put it back together, or it would get damaged and I had to put it back together. It's probably put together 15, 20 times. I don't know. Until finally my mom went and got a sticky board, and that's what it's on now. It's been built on it. It's old, but and it's like a cardboard with some sticky sides on it. Anyways, you could use that on stuff like puzzles and things back, then. Or I'm sure they probably might even still have them now. Uh, but you can take the puzzle, you can get it flipped over upside down real carefully, and just press it to it. And so yeah, that's how that one was done. And I know at least one or two puzzles later that got done that way. But anyway, so from that one, and ones like that one, I, of course, little by little graduated into the bigger ones, 100 piece, 250 piece, 500 piece, 1,000 piece. But it kind of became, for a while, a family thing. I know, like between the time I was probably 14, 15 to 17 or so, we did quite a few of them. And me and my mom and my sisters, and I'm sure maybe my dad probably did some here and there. We all worked together on it. And we'd have like it on the table or something, and sometimes we'd all hit on it at the same time, or we could, individually work on it a little bit here and there. I might just walk by and stop for 5, 10 minutes and, find 5 or 10 pieces, or 1 or 2 pieces if I was having a bad day. But and then somebody else might come along, and we probably would take weeks putting one together. And anyway, so yeah, there was two of the 1,000 piece ones later on that I fairly vividly remember. And those two, one of them got put together a couple of times actually, because it kept getting messed up. And at one time I even broke it into sections and had it in like a plastic bag to try to eventually put it back together and try to get it on something more permanent. And I think that never came to fruition or anything. I think I wound up losing some pieces and or something, and I wound up just throwing it away. One of them though did actually eventually wind up on one of those sticky boards, and I had it for a while, even into my 20s. I had it. But I think eventually it got damaged or something, and I wound up throwing it away, or I don't know. I can't remember. Something happened to it. But anyway, and then as I got older though, with kids and work and families, it kind of something that just faded out. I didn't do it, and but when I got into my 30s. And single and bored and whatever, so I to take up time or just to blow off steam or whatever, I decided to get back into it. I was like, I really like doing this, so or did like doing it, so let me get back into it. And that's when I got into found the hot air balloon, which is the very first one in the album. And that kind of sparked from there, to now I have 8 of them well, 7 framed. The hot air balloon one's not framed, but the other 7 are. And I have a 9th one I'm getting ready for. I think I put that in the last video and stuff like that. So yeah, there's more to come. But anyways, so that's like kind of my back history, why I got into it. So yeah, that's about it. If you have a story like that where you're you know, whether it be puzzling or any kind of hobby that you've got that went back to your childhood, family member or whatever that, you know, influenced you, or whatever, and you would like to share it, leave a comment and share it with us. All right, that'd be great. So anyways, hope you enjoyed this, and got a little, like I said, understanding of where and why I got the love for doing these. Anyway, more videos to come. The hot air balloon one should be the next one. And thank you for your interest and paying attention and watching. If you've made it all the way through this, hopefully the next one will be a little shorter. Anyways, until next time, later.